this is not what we're here for today. We need to get inside to see what we're really here for, which is tons of wood rot and how we're going to take care of it, how it happened in the first place, and what you're going to see on your house too, as well as what we're going to get into on this. I'm also going to show you some of the fixes we had to take care of that, so we can put new substrate on the floor, new ceiling up, new drywall, all that mess. But first of all, let's get inside. Don't mind this hole down there. That's going to be fixed too. That's just another, actually, this is another problem caused by, you guess it, water. Water intrusion under this is going to melt away any of your foundation stuff, and that's what you're going to see when you buy a house and you go, oh my God! That's what you're going to see. Come on in. So in the last video, Chloe was showing you what the demo was like, what things were going on in the house. Now we're going to show you what we've uncovered from that demo and kind of what you're going to see on your project, or what we see all the time, and how we're going to correct those water problems. Plumbers are here today. They're doing their stuff underneath the house, and that's why it's messy like this, but this is actually pretty clean. We did do some more, like, just going back on what she said, we did demo of some of the walls. You're going to see some of the 2x4s where we're blocking in some closets. This used to be an AC closet. That used to be a closet entrance in the hallway. We blocked those off. This is all going to be drywalled off, and maybe later, I'm sure, you're going to see a big access here for your attic. I'm getting off topic, so let's go around here and see in the bathroom. This is another hole that we filled in. This is no longer going to be a door into a closet. There was a closet here. There's going to be a wall here. There used to be a closet. There was some demoed out walls, but if you look up, you can't see the tarp on the outside of the house, but there's a tarp up there. We put it up in hurricane season. Yes, we're in Florida. That is a thing. But this house couldn't get the roof taken care of soon enough because it has a historic presence in the neighborhood, and there's a series of steps you have to take to just get a roof on. But anyway, so after we demoed out all this nasty 1920s through maybe 50s renovations of bathroom, we are down to the nuts and bolts, the rotted wood that you'll see, the good wood that you'll see, all those things. And we also could see where, like, the leaks in that bathroom were predominant, like over 50 years. You have kids washing stuff out of a tub, you have people around a toilet that just becomes unseated, and then it leaks for 15 years and nobody knows about it. Those are the things it's gonna pop up, and you're gonna see some things around here about rotten wood and what foundation. We had a foundation company come in. The homeowner called foundation company. They came in and jacked up, but they jacked up against really nasty wood, and when that happens, you have to, we didn't know, they didn't, I don't know if they know or not, but they jacked up against bad wood, which did no good. And then we took up the subfloor and the bathroom and found out, hey, these jacks did no good because we don't have any good wood down there. So we put in a call to the other house company that put these jacks in, said, hey, you did not do a good job. We need you to jack up against our good wood that we put under this bathroom. Please come back and do it right. So in a nutshell, let me tell you what we had to do. This was all demoed out. So what we had to do here, this happens to be a confluence in the roof where the whole valley was rotten out. And that's where we have a tarp and we're waiting on a new roof. Well, it had leaked for probably about 5 or 7 years. And this whole bathroom looked like an abandoned house, right? This is what we had to do. We had to put new floor joists in, and we did not want to take out all the old, because the floor joists that way, no problem, they're fine. And what we did was run 4 foot past where we seamed our new floor material, no problem. We did it as the architect wanted. We had to put a new bottom plate in. And as you see, this little piece mimics what our old flooring was, so we can just come up against it, and then we're gonna seal all this. This big chunk of wood, we had to replace all 3 of these going up. Actually, this has 3, where the old one had 2. So we put 3 in. So see, right there, there you go. It's not going anywhere. That's exactly what we wanted, because we're just putting a new flooring down. We're gonna have 2 new bathrooms here. Ideally, what we wanted to do was take out all that rotten wood. This is the product of it. We replaced the top plate. We replaced parts of our ceiling joist just so our substrate can go back up there. We're gonna throw drywall back up there. We don't want it sagging. Also, when you put tile down, you don't want your new tile to crack because you didn't replace the faulty joists under the house, or you jack it up after you put your stuff in. All this is getting taken care of beforehand, so we get to put this down kind of like on a new house base, So let me tell you of a few things that are gonna affect your faulty or make a faulty foundation. One of them, water. That's a biggie, because if you have it coming in from the roof, it's gonna come down these timbers and it's gonna rot out your flooring. It's gonna rot out your bottom pieces on that foundation, which is this outside joist right here. This rots a lot. This one didn't happen to, which is a good thing. It did happen to rot these members. out and we had to replace them. Another thing on this house happened to be toilets not being sealed all the time. You could tell on some of these joists, we've replaced them already. There's a bad one over there still, but the wood is sistered all the way underneath the house. This is where the tub was. Corner of the tub was right here. And as you can see, that wood just rots away, and it had like this much tile on it, right? Even if you have that much tile, 50 years of water, kids splashing water, adults, getting out of the shower, that gets down there on the side, and that's what you get. You don't see that all the time because you're not going underneath your house. Actually, in these old houses where they have the big chunky tub and that super, super thick tile, that tile can crack. Not very often, but when it does, water can still get back there. It's not like out of sight, out of mind. The water's going somewhere. And termites. Termites are another one that'll do it. What are they looking for when they get in your house? They're looking for water, okay? They're looking for water in the wood, whether it's supplied from a tub or an active little tiny pinhole leak in your plumbing or the toilet that just, drips a drip every month. They're gonna find it. They're gonna eat through that wood to find the fibers in the wood that have the most moisture in them. And your idea is to don't give them any chance to get in to get that water. So what did we learn, class? We learned to keep water out of your house because in any form, in any shape of it coming in, it's gonna provide you great looking product like this. Like you're not gonna wanna see these rotten joists, rotten ceiling joists, rotten anything in your house because it's gonna form problems in your counters, your cabinets, and all your tile. It's just gonna show up in little cracks. So we just wanna keep that water out. All right, we'll see you on the next video.